Hi, my name is Therese Gedda. Today we're going to talk about why showing up is so important for your career. Let's go! Hi, my name is Therese Gedda. I'm a keynote speaker traveling the world talking about business culture and mindset. I'm also the founder and CEO of 30-Minute MBA. We reimagine the workplace through actionable learning and cultural design. And today we're going to talk about why it's so important to show up for your career. So let's take a moment and reflect over all those opportunities that you have in your life right now. I would assume, or I would guess, that a lot of those opportunities came because you made the active decision to go after something, to say yes to an opportunity. Maybe an opportunity you didn't even know was amazing beforehand. Sometimes in life, when we are invited to something and it doesn't really fit, or maybe it feels a little bit uncomfortable, it's a little bit outside our comfort zone, it's so easy to say no. It's so easy to turn our back and run away and to get into fear even. But the thing is that when we do something that really scares us, we grow. When we challenge our fears head on, we grow. And the next time we do something, it's not as terrifying as it was the first time. And we're pushing the bar and we're growing as people and new opportunities are coming into our lives. But the thing is that, we're all busy. We're so busy. So it can be hard sometimes to allow time for something that is unexpected or outside our daily routine. We actually did a video on different forms of time, and one we will link it down below. And one form of time is serendipity. Inviting serendipity into your life. The uncertain. The time filled of possibilities and opportunities. The meetings, the chance meetings, and the meetings that might not have occurred if you have planned them out. The ones who knows me knows that I'm big on planning, but I'm also big on inviting serendipity time into our lives. And sometimes just showing up to something I don't really know what it will bring. So about 2 years ago, I was in Paris. I was speaking at this conference and I was in the speaker lounge. It was really warm, middle of the summer. Paris is beautiful, but this venue wasn't really optimized for a huge conference of 15,000 people, if I put it that way. So I was sitting in this lounge together with another speaker, and we were having a conversation and exchanging ideas and talking about our next trips and what's coming next. And a conference organizer came up to us, and he knew the speaker next to me. And he basically invited him to his conference in Venice. And my friend turned to me and said, oh, by the way, he introduced us, and the organizer were all excited, and he invited me too. So this was to a conference in Venice in August. That sounds quite amazing, doesn't it? Going to Venice in August? Well, Venice is amazing at any time, but especially during the summer. But the thing was that my friend was really busy and he had a lot of conferences and different travels he will be doing, and I had a lot of things on my plate as well. So in that moment, it would have been so easy to thank the organizer for the invitation and just moved on. But I took a moment and to speak a little bit to my friend and asked him about the conference and the experience and how he would describe the entire concept. Because this was not just another conference. It was something really special. But of course, I couldn't know that at the time. I haven't experienced it before. And it was sort of a chance or a risk, if you will, to prioritize this specific trip. We were in the middle of product development. There were a lot of things going on with the business. And going to Venice, how amazing it might seem, wasn't necessarily the best timing. So I needed to do some choices in order to make that work. But based on the lovely conversation with the organizer and the insightful conversation with my dear friend, I decided to say yes to this opportunity. To say yes to go to Venice, to speak there, and to participate in this incredible experience. And it's one of the best conferences I've actually ever been to. It was about 100 people. People were invited from around the world. A lot of knowledge share, a lot of thought leaders and like-minded change makers coming together for this on conference. So we created the conference together, although everyone participated in cooking together, creating the keynotes, the workshops. We were exploring Venice together. There were so many cool things. And it was really a remarkable experience. But I can tell you, in that moment when I was sitting in Paris in this little couch, being quite warm, that was not really what I envisioned. And of course, not every time when we take a chance on something unknown, it turns out like a fairy tale. But if it doesn't, we always have a cool story to tell, right? Or we learn something from it, and we grow from it even better. But there were a couple more things with Venice. It sounds like an easy decision. The thing is, though, that sometimes we need to do things that is slightly outside our comfort zone to really put ourselves in these serendipitous moments. And even if the outside the comfort zone for me didn't come in Paris, but it came actually in Venice, because this conference was in the countryside, and I'm allergic to mosquitoes, which is not the best thing if you're on the countryside in the middle of the summer and you're allergic to mosquitoes. So just by putting myself in that position made me, let's say, vulnerable for the many mosquitoes around. And that was just one thing, of course. But as I said, the upside of being around amazing people and saying yes to this opportunity opened up so many other incredible conversations and opportunities after that. So sometimes something that might seem like, well, it can come like a gift like Venice did, but it can also come in like an email from a friend you haven't spoken to for years, inviting you to dinner, inviting you for a walk, or just saying, hi, I have this cool project. Do you want to be interviewed? Or do you want to be part of this? Can you give a second opinion? Sometimes saying yes to those moments, those opportunities can really change a lot of things. And if you think back, there's probably some moments in your career when you said yes to something that was unknown. You weren't sure if showing up at that specific event, that specific dinner, that conference, that call would lead somewhere. Or maybe you thought that it would even be a waste of your time. But it turned into something wonderful. So we will challenge you to the next time you are invited to something, when you are getting something out of the blue, an invitation to a dinner, a conference, an event, whatever it can be, to say yes, and to see what happens. And to allow a little bit of serendipity time into your calendar. So for me, I usually schedule some serendipity time during conferences, just to see what happens. And most of the time during the conferences when I travel around the world as a speaker, those are the moments when you have those long, slow dinners with these incredible people. You share stories, you learn new things. And opportunities comes with them. So just by saying yes, just by showing up, can make all the difference. So, if you want to boost your performance and take it to the next level, we have a gift for you. It's called the Futuristic You with a 30-day challenge. And you can find it in the description box below. And as I said, we want to challenge you to say yes next time you are invited to something. And share that down below. We love hearing your stories and see you in your journey. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And guys, achieve greatness. Bye!